Good morning and welcome to Boot Düsseldorf 2026. I'm Mike Porter with East Coast Yacht Sales, and today I'm on board the all-new Axopar 38. This 38 is the wet bar configuration. It's also got some decor differences, color differences inside. We've got these awesome green cushions here. So I want to walk you through this boat and show you a little bit more about the optionality and versatility of the new Axopar 38. So let's go take a look. All right, here we are on the floor at the Axopar stand here, Boot Düsseldorf 2026, taking a look at the world premiere of the Axopar 38 cross cabin. You guys have seen a lot of the walkthroughs of the Aft Cabin boat. This is the wet bar boat that they have here, a little bit lighter spec than what's on the other boat that you've seen a lot of the walkthroughs on. So this boat has the twin V8 300s, and as I mentioned, we've got the wet bar package back here in the aft cockpit. So pretty similar to what we've seen on the 37. A little different access to this wet bar. This is a European grill that won't be available in the US. Got sink in the middle and fridge on starboard, and then down below we have a little trash, which I love, and some storage over here. And we notice we have these side balcony activity platforms, they're calling them, and then the inbuilt seats. We do have storage in either of these. Both of these open up and give you fender and line storage access. This is our diesel fuel fill here, hidden beneath the seat so we don't accidentally fill it with gas. The fuel fill, gas fill, is on the starboard side here, like we've seen on the 37 in the past, but nice to have that hidden back there. Same thing here. On the port side, you can see we've got two fenders that store nicely in there. And then this is our whale deck shower. And in the center, we've got our same deep storage locker that we're used to. Both of these open up to the same single storage hatch, and this piece opens up to give more freedom to our rigging tubes and access to the back end of them, while providing a little bit more standing space here in the aft cockpit, so we can stand on these and fish or have a little bit more area to move around the aft area. So these activity platforms, we've got a latch here, and then I can just push it down. So that lays flat. The interesting thing that I noticed here is that they will stay, there's some resistance here. So if I grab it and pull it up and just let it set there, it will stay wherever I put it. So there's some nice resistance. And then there's this grab handle here, so I can pull it up easily from a standing position. And you'll notice that it just stays like that. Obviously, you know, if the boat's bouncing around, it's gonna do something here, but really nice and easy to yank that up. And when I pull it up, it latches automatically down here, and then I have the safety latch up here that I can pop into place and latch that shut. So there's really no way of that coming free underway. Now, a lot of people have asked me about this. This is the same mechanism or similar to what they've got on the 45. This is Dyneema here. The only way that's breaking is if you cut it with a knife. It's basically impossible. This is what huge sailboats use to hold their rigging up and their masts up. So that's not breaking. Let's head up to the bow here before we go into the cabin. Waste pump out there, starboard side, just forward of the helm door. And then all the way forward we have our anchor locker with windlass chain. This has a propane here. The propane's not available in the US. And forward locker. This is our shore power, and same over here. Fresh water fill and some nice storage. So this layout up here is the sun pad that we've seen, very similar to the sun pad that we've seen on the 37, a little bit more angular design. I think that the U-shape seating up here is going to be the most popular, but if you have someone's looking for some extra storage, this is certainly a great option. I'm gonna press this button here, lifts right up, sort of the opposite way that the 37 did. But there is nice storage in here, and it is a molded inbuilt piece and looks pretty slick. So for those of you that just want that sun pad and no extra seating up here, this is a decent option for you. Definitely important to note all of the differences to the molds. And look at these. It looks like a hood scoop on a muscle car. Very sweet. And we've got extra channels in the hardtop here for drainage. I just love, these, look at these side pillars. It's pretty phenomenal what they've done here. This boat does not have the opening aft window here. This is a lower spec boat, so you do see quite a bit less features on it, but definitely some that people will like. One of my favorite features is this new built-in handhold here, allowing me to push the door forward and pull it aft with one hand, so I can unlatch it and forward or aft easily here. And then a lot larger step module here to get over the side midship. And I'm a huge fan of this fabric. I really like it. It looks like it has a texture to it, but it is a smoother fabric. Looks a lot like the Mediterranean fabric that we've seen on the boats in the past. This is not the same fabric. This has more of a ultra leather feel to it. So in here in the pilot house, this is the biggest change on the boat, in my opinion. So much more room in here. This area between the table and the side is wider, and we've found a way to do a full U-shaped seat here. This one's set up currently right now, so you can sit facing forward. This is your backrest cushion here, but of course you take this off and you can sit perfectly well here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 around the table, super comfortably. Obviously you can sit probably more like 5 across the back seat there if you're friends, sit elbow to elbow, plus the extra 2 here at the helm. So that's 8 really comfortably without touching shoulders and legs, and probably more like 10 if you're jammed in a little tighter. I mean, that's a big change for sure from just the L bench. Being able to add this U-shaped piece here to the L is a big addition and makes this 38 just a lot more friendly to having a lot of passengers on board. Here we have the extra storage that we've seen on the 29. There's a lot of features of the 29 here on this 38, on all the 38s. Same here. And then we have storage. This is empty here, providing the storage below. And then this seat flips down. I can sit all the way over here. 1, 2, 3, and 4 people. So 4, 2, and 2. That's 8 people sitting facing forward in a heavy seaway, which is where you want to be underway. And this is a really cool feature, and as with all the Axopars, convertible to do exactly what you want to do here. And then again, we have this table drops down to create a sunbed or a lounger here. So I've got a up-down button here. That table drops down, and then there's a filler piece that goes in the middle. You can envision that. We'll set that up for you. So this goes down, filler piece in the middle, set that up, and this is a decent berth for sure. You could definitely sleep 2 people here. There's definitely the width for that. Here, let me show you. And this boat has the standard arrangement with the 2 helm seats. These do turn around to face aft, but with the driver's bench, you do gain a bit extra headroom or footroom here. If you are planning to sleep in this pilot house and you're a taller person, you should probably get that driver's bench, because you're going to be able to snug that up to here. The reversing pilot seat goes forward. We'll show you that on the other boat, and you get another good 1.5 feet of sleeping room here. So that is definitely important to mention. Storage wise, there's some storage compartment here and another one back aft under the seat. You can see it back there. So those pull up. And then this is sort of an open storage compartment back here. This seat pops up and I've got access all the way over and a little pocket here. Again, these boats are modular, so this is the entrance to the aft cabin on the other boat. I've got a 110 and 12 volt outlet here, and same here. 110 on a US boat, 110, and then our USB and USB-C. So a lot more charging than what we've seen in the past. Moving forward to the helm here, this has a sort of green texture to it. Again, not sure what's going to be on the final boats, but I'm a big fan of it. It's awesome army green look. When I back up, it looks very gray, but looking up closely with the light on it, it is a green texture to it. This boat has the smaller 10-inch Simrad displays and phone charger. Again, lower spec. You can get the 12-inch displays. That's probably what I would do, but every person for themselves. You can see the standard Boca switches that we've seen in the past with our lights and deck lights, underwater lights, bilge pumps, all that good stuff right here. On the dash, my Wabasso diesel heater control. Then we've got the Simrad VHF remote. Nice little storage pouch here in the door. And again, look at this detail in the mold. This is just, you don't really see this very often. And a new latch control here with unlocking the door and pushing with that inbuilt handle. And with that open, you can see my battery switches are outboard here on the starboard side, built-in footrest down below. And I want to show this door detail. It is very cool. Heading down below to be able to see down there through the little snowflake design. Very sweet. This boat has the manual opening roof. The electric opening roof's been really popular for us on the 37. I imagine that will continue. It's just a big roof to be pushing around manually, but this boat has the fully open area down below. It just feels huge down here compared to the 37. So the toilet here, and I can stand up here in the toilet area. I'm 5'9", and I have probably an inch above my head with bare feet. So pretty good here. Certainly an improvement from the 37. And I can stand obviously here in the open way, and then right here where the head is, I have a little bit of a crouch, but pretty good. Obviously, if you're 6'5", this is still not going to be stand-up headroom down here. And then off the port, instead of the kitchen module, we have a more built-in storage here. So if you don't see yourself cooking on the boat or with that aft wet bar, think that that'll be a better spot for you to be cooking and entertaining. You want some more clothes storage down here, we can get this module. You still get the sink here. It's a small sink, but it is a sink. And this optional fridge drawer here. This is actually quite big. Looks like a tiny little drawer, but you can fit quite a bit in there. Soft close on the drawers here, and nice opening hardware. And then I really like this. We've got a DC fuse panel behind this. This is held shut magnetically. Pull that off. Nice access to our fuses without them being out in the open like they have in the past. Looking forward here, you can see this bed has a bunch of sort of modules to it. We do have the gullwing doors on this. The gullwing doors have these opening hatches here. You'll pop that out and open up the window, and inbuilt wood handle with our latch here. And then these fold up to give us steps going up, you see right here. There's also a table mount down below if you want to come down here and set your laptop up. So these seats sort of fold up and fold down to become, depending on whether you're accessing up the gullwings or down here set up as a seating lounge. So that goes up, goes down, door gets open, and push up and out. So really nice access in here. Here, I'll come all the way up. Pretty smooth. And you see these pieces here, this converts to even more of a sun lounger. You grab this piece in the middle, give it a yank, folds up, put that piece up, and now we've got a full lounge down here. So this is quite a comfortable space, and I like the berth quite a bit. It's a nice place to be. A couple of features that I missed. On the first run, we've got another trash compartment here. Big addition to the 38. Gotta have a place to put your garbage, and then a second fridge. So an optional first fridge and an optional second fridge here. That's gonna be great for us in the US. Thank you all for tagging along on this walkthrough tour of the all-new Axopar 38. Again, I'm Mike Porter with East Coast Yacht Sales. If you have any questions about the new 38, please feel free to reach out to me.